Eh ben, bien bonjour à vous les amis, j'espère que vous allez bien. De retour sur ma chaîne pour poursuivre mes aventures sur un jeu qui est sorti déjà depuis un petit moment. Metal Gear Solid 3 remasterisé. Je vais vous offrir un petit gameplay sur ce jeu. J'espère avoir au nombre de vues. Si j'ai pas mal de vues, pas mal de petits pouces, bah, je vous ferai un let's play dessus. Sinon, bah, je le ferai que de mon côté. Donc là, je vous laisse avec le petit début de générique.
Flying over Pakistan, altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. Ready to go.
Drop zone still showing a high pressure
En
mass.
tout cas, ça fait
Okay.
plaisir de revoir un Metal Gear. Ah, hier joué, ça fait très longtemps que j'y ai pas joué. Le premier, je l'avais joué sur la PS1. Ensuite, la PS2, PS3 et PS4. Sur Metal Gear. Mais j'espère que ça serait bien qu'on fasse un jour à Metal Gear, mais qu'on puisse jouer en coop l'histoire. Ça sera vraiment une dinguerie. Car il y en a un qui a été fait, mais qui est joué en coop, mais je l'aime pas du tout, comme Metal Gear.
Does this pantywaist know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop-off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Jack, I've got some important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story, so why'd he want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th,
Là, je vous laisse avec un petit peu
Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process
les
of
cinématiques du
deploying
début du jeu, hein, les
intermediate-range
amis.
ballistic missiles in Cuba. The president demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Vous pouvez mettre là les voix en anglais ou en japonais, les amis,
They're conducting a field test
et les
of the
sous-titres
weapon.
en français.
It's our best chance to get him back. This
Après,
mission
je
would
suis
never have been
dans la
possible if he
qualité
was
de
still in
vidéo,
the
je suis en
research
qualité
facility.
performance.
This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Dites-moi dans les commentaires, les amis, si vous serez du même avis que moi, qu'un jour il nous fasse un film Metal Gear Solid.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selena
Ça pourrait être
in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of
une
Sokolov,
bonne
and bring
dinguerie.
him back to the West.
Après, trouver un acteur qui ressemble à Snake, ça serait bien. Ils nous ont bien fait un film sur Uncharted et les Tomb Raider. Pourquoi pas nous faire un film
The clock is ticking.
sur la saga mythique des Metal Gear Solid.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two
On en fait un
40mm
cop à
machine
Metal
guns.
Gear, c'est Metal Gear
Sounds like she could
Survival,
hold her own against a
mais il est
battalion of
nul,
tanks.
il est pas
Even
terrible,
with
je
the
n'aime pas
fuel
du
in
tout
the
ce jeu.
reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Moi, je sais pas, mais je sens bien une trahison de ces deux là. Je kiffe Larry, comment qu'il arrive et comment qu'il se pose.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
Well, you've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission.
Mission
You must
furtif.
not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of
Tu
your
dois pas te
presence.
faire repérer
that
par
clear?
tes ennemis.
This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was
J'ai
your
un peu de
idea of
retard
joke
par rapport
too.
aux autres youtubeurs qui
There's a
l'ont
good
fait le
reason
jeu.
for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
Toutes tes petites
No
explications
problem.
sympas à
I
prendre
can see
note.
it from here. It's
On
stuck
récupère
in a
mon sac à dos,
branch.
évidemment.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is
Pour le moment, je vous laisse les
140.85.
cinématiques, hein, comme ça
I'll
je les
give you
passe
a
pas.
call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
Je vais juste poser un peu les autres trucs, donc voilà. Alors, rond, et rond, on se met accroupi. X, il n'y a rien. Carré, il n'y a rien. Triangle, triangle, c'est les roulades. Grimper, c'est X. Le L comme ça, c'est aux avancées discrets. Alors L1 c'est ça, L2 il n'y a rien, R3, ok oui il n'y a plus le perso, et R2 c'est les touches combat. Putain, je vais pas escalader ça bordel. On va faire du bruit, faut se mettre à couvert pour rappeler les ennemis.
Snake, where do you think you're going? You can't expect to proceed with the mission without any
Oh, j'avais
weapons or
oublié les
equipment.
trucs comme ça qui arrivent en plein
First, you'll
temps.
need to recover your backpack. It's caught on a tree to the south. Press the action button to climb the tree and retrieve your backpack. Is that clear?
Ah oui, j'avais oublié mon sac à dos. J'étais arrivé au bon endroit mais j'ai oublié le sac à dos. Allez, habille-toi.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer,
Donc là, c'est un
choose
peu la
weapon
page
from the
d'intro, hein.
backpack.
Ça m'explique un
Your
peu tout.
available weapons will be displayed in a list on the screen. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger-happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea
Donc
was
là,
this
ayant des
anyway?
Metal Gear, il y a beaucoup de
Solo
paroles.
covert actions are standard Fox
Dans
operating
les,
procedure. You can't leave
Mais
any
bon, c'est
traces
quand
of
même
your
des très
presence.
bons jeux.
No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily wastes. The same goes for bullets and can't. Your presence in enemy there aren't supposed to be. You can't let anyone. You're a ghost, and there'll be no.
Then I'll just have to...
I'm afraid so. SIS, tape it to your.
How gent...
Use it if you're taken prisoner.
Fooling them.
Just take the.
You mean that...
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back.
I'll keep it in mind.
Donc là, il m'explique tout, le système, les machins.
I guess that means I can't count on...
Correct.
The real...
Relax.
Who?
I'll introduce this time. The first, as well as she's a member.
She.
Hello, Snake.
As my
and you,
a name mean. What's your
Jane.
Bon, je fais un peu d'avance, hein.
My frequent.
She's also in charge whenever you want.
so
Parce
sick?
que sinon, on en a pour 10 ans
State of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person.
de discussion.
Act. She's good. She'll.
Jack,
Boss.
that's talk.
It,
You.
you can
What?
Why?
I would. You didn't need.
But there were
No, I don't. The rest.
technique.
How to think. In fact, spirit. I can't listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now, doesn't mean having politics and Yesterday.
Is that
No, a soldier. But you're a soldier. That's double. He has no. You follow.
I do what
That's not. In the end, there's a.
being paid.
It means do.
I follow
The president.
I follow the.
People aren't
Then who does?
the time. People's so there's
And
is
all call.
That's right. The legendary, the Cobra. As long as you.
Yeah.
yes.
Ça y est, c'est bon, vous avez fini avec les blablabla là.
Snake, but this is
CQ. I've been in the.
not to worry. After
Where are you, Bob?
The boss is
my freak
God.
your mission.
Bon, je fais un peu d'avance, désolé les amis. Hein.
Snake.
Pour la suite, hein.
Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Allez, go. Le camouflage. Et c'est tout ce que j'ai dans mes équipements. Les nourritures. Allez, go. En bas, vous avez la petite boussole. Ah, une petite cinématique. Ça, c'est les fréquences radio. Oh. Les crocodiles. Gentil les sacs à main. Ah putain! J'avais oublié Ah ouais, j'avais oublié ça. Bah. Première mort bêtement. Crevé par un crocodile. J'avais oublié ça. Comment je vais le passer celui-là déjà? Ah, je sais même plus. Je sais même plus comment j'avais fait. Parce que je peux pas lui faire dodo au sac à main là. Allez vous faire foutre les sacs à main, laissez-moi passer. Allez, une petite jumelle pour regarder ce qui se passe de beau. Pour marquer les ennemis, c'est pratique aussi ça.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
J'avais un peu oublié le début avec les marécages avec les crocos.
Snake, your presence
Bah il y a
in
encore un
Soviet
peu de machin.
territory is already a vi- You can't let the contact with the
The success of change your camouflage by selecting the uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the face option lets you choosing also if you just stand up, but if you can see the camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The key.
Le camouflage, je sais quoi que ça sert, vous inquiétez pas. Allez, vas-y, avance.
Who's that? Who's that?
Bah, c'était pas prévu celui-là. Va te faire gauler aussi vite. Voilà, toi tu dors. C'est quand on les fouille. Il lâche le butin.
Who's that? Who's that?
Ah putain, j'ai oublié. Ah, mais c'est casse-couille ça! Ils sont où? Ah, je suis pas fan de ça. Tu veux bien Normal Snake? Que j'appuie en perso, c'est quoi ce délire? Ça c'était l'alarme. Je fais gauler comme un débile. Allez, viens. Tu veux bien apprendre ça. Après Metal Gear c'est beaucoup de la furtivité. Et là le mec.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. Security is pretty tight.
Il y a du monde, hein.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Il y en a un peu beaucoup à mon goût. On va attendre qu'ils reviennent. Parce que comme il y en a qui se baladent là-bas, s'ils tombent là-bas, ça va être la merde. Allez, vas-y, avant d'entendre de buisson. Voilà, maintenant tu dors. Tu dors. Tu dors. Alors ça, à la vue à la con, j'aime pas ça. Ah, je suis pas fan de ce système de vue là. Oh. Moi j'aime bien quand je vois mon perso. Allez, retire, putain! Bon, ça, faut que je trouve le paramètre qui me vire ça parce que putain, c'est relou. Ah, je suis pas fan du système là, de la vue là, putain, j'ai oublié que c'était. Avec que c'était aussi casse-couille ça, bordel. Putain, il faut que j'alloue. Bah voilà, je trouve le chemin. Ça met un peu de temps. Et tu brûles des plans.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power.
Toi, t'as pas une tête de porte-bonheur, hein.
The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No in-
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill-
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact.
What happened?
It's probably just...
Allez, avance, Ruskov. Ah. Yo. Il est... Et là...
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
La main rouge.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Huh.
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. Don't you forget it.
Ocelot.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Oh, oh, oh. Au moins t'as fini. Pousse-toi, je veux récupérer mon béret.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the Gru.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Yo, qu'est-ce qu'il fait lui? Ah ouais.
Crew operatives!
What is that stance?
Tes agents.
That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major!
Leave it! Shoot the other one!
Bah il tombe toi. Oh putain comment qu'il l'étale.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do, but testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
Couché, mais dors. Et t'en relèves pas.
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you.
I've part.
So, I... Wick.
Et bien les amis, je vais m'arrêter ici sur cet chapitre. Je vous dis à très bientôt pour la suite. Portez-vous bien. Ciao ciao.